A girl on the beach on her own, moving away from a past life. She couldn't speak, never could perhaps. We met her. Fran made her one of our gang. She had no one, so how could she have said no? How could she have said anything? So we dressed her up, made her one of us, and protected her. Suddenly, she was a normal, shy, tight-lipped girl. We thought we'd given her a real life. But what did we want from her?
You don't say much, but I like that in a girl. You decide to get off with me, rather than my friend here, treat you like a lady.
Yeah, all in all, I've seen his tutu. That's exactly what you really want. And you like the rush of the wind in your hair, and the wheels too.
Mind you, his mum only lets me use it at weekends. Whereas my mum, well, she buggered off with the milkman some years ago. So you see, when we go back to my place, we won't be disturbed. Okay. Hey, everyone, look, I pulled. She's mine.
Yes, when you've quite finished, I think you've made your point.
You're out of practice, boy. You've got no stamina.
Crap. Just haven't got time for games, that's all.
We'll see.
Okay, get this. Cool. He's not wearing a stick. I thought you said Andre was going to do him in a posing couch.
You lied. It does men good to lie now and again. But Mum won't hate shit as we hoped. Told me to get out of the house and how I haven't got any hope with any boy.
You haven't got a hope with your mum now. Silly cow.
Adele Cook, that's my mother you're talking about.
I meant you. You reckon Andre would do me one?
Sure, he does oldies. Mind, he's always naked from the waist down. You sure your heart can take it?
Cheeky hussy. It's not my heart most people worry about. Well, I dropped into college just as Stu and... what's it called now?
Suicide, apparently.
Just as Stu and Sue dropped out. They really bothered with that last exam. So where were you?
Here, thinking. I've got a life now. I've had a gut full of it. Stu and Mr. Suicide think they're such half men, but they're stuck with it.
Well, you should have been there. We had such a laugh. Evans was revising in the exam itself. I hid under the table seat.
And where was Friday?
Who? Oh, that's what you're calling her now. I still think Mavis thinks of her.
Well, where was she?
She's with Rex, learning. He's free most of the time now.
I hope so. He's our super weapon. But where is she now?
I told the boys to bring her here. I snapped my fingers and they obeyed. That's how hard they are.
You bossy bitch, that's all we need.
At least I wasn't dossing around.
Dr. Prescott, I'd like to introduce my new girlfriend.
Hi, Friday. Friday, being Fran's little joke. Robinson Crusoe and all that.
Never mind about Robinson Crusoe, Doc. Let's get us out of this rain. Can't believe how changeable the weather is.
Brad Pitt here thinks that if Friday's in his league, people will think she's normal.
You can stop covering up for her now. She's free. Come to that, so are you lot. But she's still got a long way to go.
Even if she could speak, she'd be married or at least shacked up by now. Life's that cruel.
Oh, it won't be that bad when we get going, especially with your help.
Yeah, it's all down to you and your lessons now, Doc. We've kept it covered up for you because you're one of us.
Hopefully not with the jackets, though. And so is Friday for her sins. And now college is over, I can carry on with the lessons. Then it's war.
I intend to enjoy myself this summer too, you know.
We'll all do that. Throw me the odd beer if you like, but my greatest love is books.
Bollocks, is it?
He just swore.
Steady, it's just possible she can lip read. That's my other love, the English language. On that note, I'll run you heroes to the beach. I'll drop you off and join you later. And watch it, the poor girl might just believe your fancying act.
You never know. She's a very nice girl.
You wouldn't want to take advantage, would you?
Typical, look at this weather.
Yeah, it's sunny one minute and bloody freezing cold the next.
That's it. All my troubles are over. This is my home now. Summer starts here sometime.
We were just talking about when not to wear a bra. Weather and beefcake, important consideration. Where's Stu?
He's gone off to find some of these braless women you're on about. Though I doubt he'll find any. Lucky sod.
What would Dr. Prescott say?
He wants a beer. That's what I'd say.
He doesn't waste his time like you.
I thought he was a square when you first introduced me to him. But he's cool in a poncy kind of way.
He cares. That's the main thing. He's giving up his summer to be with us.
And he gets respect from women. What's his secret?
A teacher hanging around with us. He won't get in the way, will he? Try to change us.
He's just an old romantic and he's into humanities.
And that was on the syllabus, you know. I could have done that, but I didn't know what it meant.
That's because you're not human, love. Be a Shopwell. So you and Stu go and get us some bags, nibbles and drinks. Because we've got some serious hanging out to do.
Don't you ever crave our company, Miss Lawton?
You mean yours?
Probably. Too late to sit down. We got to hit town. Suicide is stupid, mother, as usual.
Oh, why, how do you shorten suicide?
You don't short me, boy. The title of earned blood and sweat.
Mary swore she'd throw me out if she saw me having another drink. I'm on the last chance.
At least she's okay.
You see, you won't find me like that in Southbourne. But you wait till we can hit the road. You'll have them falling at your feet.
She'll try and bag the first ones going. All assuming she doesn't want Evans anymore. He is sticking with her, being her mate.
Think I used to go out with that twat. It was a mistake. I was mixed up. I just dropped out.
But Mr. Suicide wants Fran baby here back. In his dreams.
Not with bodies like this in the world. Take a look at that kid. Check out the fashion bits. We'll get you kitted out. Leave Say out of this. We're history. He's a mate, that's all. Anyway, when did you take any interest in the local talent?
You call Suicide or Stu talent? You're Simon, he's a meathead, all mouth. And Stu, well, he's cute and all that. But Mr. Charisma, I don't think. Besides, he'd want a sad old maid.
Didn't I tell you, Rage? He's a babe.
If you could have any man in this mag, who would it be?
Oh, kid, think big. Hey, Rage, see if there's a contraception page.
Call it Fran. We don't know if she knows how to. She just wants to have fun. Let's go down the arcades.
Oh, we've got to sort our lessons out.
Save it. It's the holidays. I never spend any time with her. It's always Fran and Friday this, Fran and Friday that. You sort out her lessons.
Well, someone's got to do the thinking around here. See you later, perhaps.
Did you just clang? I did, actually. Well, don't.
Little sods! Don't think I don't know who you are, you know.
Women can get bloody shopping next time, see how they cope.
Fran doesn't understand the concept of money because we're the ones taking the risk. But we have the right spirit. Stu, straight up. Do you understand Fran's big scheme?
Let me see. There's a place called the Hayden Care Centre. They're messing around with our new friend. And Dr. Prescott's trying to find some things out about them.
Which we land him in the shit with. But what do we really know about our girl Friday?
She needs our help. Fran spent more time with her than most, getting to know her and stuff.
We don't know what the poor girl's thinking. They just talk at her and hope she'll get the gist. But what really happened?
So, whatever happened, she's hurt and alone. A bit of charity work might help with the odd prison stretch.
Don't get me wrong, she's a cool girl. I hate the thought of having hurt her. Hey, I said to Fran, she said let us do the place over before we go and told the lepers. She said I was a dickhead.
Where you are? You and Frank get back together again, I'll piece myself. Anyway, come on, let's get back and see if the revolution started without us. You dickhead, the sun's coming out.
Same old car? I see it didn't take you out of Bournemouth.
What the devil are you doing here?
I still live in the area, old chap. We were bound to meet.
Particularly if you went looking. You couldn't resist it, could you? I've got responsibilities now.
Yes, I've noticed her. You always did like them young.
Don't you touch her.
Rex, I don't want to touch her, but I do want her back. Because she belongs to Hayden, and you know it.
You got what you wanted from me. Humiliation. All I wanted to do was educate people.
But not students like those villains on the beach. No. You prefer to teach a strange girl wandering on the beach in need of special care. Why? I've warned you about strange girls before. Is it a coincidence she comes from Hayden?
Stay out of my life forever, McCully. She's no longer your problem, and you're no longer mine.
You're wrong. Whilst you fraternise with that girl, I'm going to be here. For both your sakes.
If you bloody cared, Paul.
Because last time your obstructive ideas had you facing a tribunal, or have you forgotten? So don't even think about stepping out of line again. Otherwise, the next tribunal wouldn't give you a prayer. No amount of talking would save your career then.
If you want her, why haven't you taken her back? You can't, can you?
Like this. Oh, where the heck is Adele? She was supposed to be doing this.
I haven't seen her. Well, he didn't fancy being a punch bag.
Do you realise that Friday might not even know simple maths? What the heavy stuff?
Stuart, I have a theory that she may be more aware of certain things than we have imagined. There are certain indiscrepancies in her learning. I need to run tests to identify them if I'm ever to get her back from Fran.
Sorry, Doc. It's all yours.
Stick around suicide, old mate. We could become more aware.
Oh, enough of the tale. There's work to be done.
We're just watching our master plan in action.
Go and find Adele. She never turned up this morning.
Yes, boss. Come on, Stu. School's out. Again.
Don't worry, you guys. I've studied you both for long enough.
Just wanted to be sociable. See you later.
I'd better look too. Bye, all.
There you are, Floozy. We've been looking for you. What's wrong?
Mary, who else? This time it's bad news. Well, I went to see Andre, like I said I would. Got the tattoo, same as Fran's. Look.
You don't have to.
Andre likes to drink. Did you know that? So we drank. I went home drunk. Mary was waiting for me, the old bag. She slung me out, Stu.
What about college? You've got to get it sorted.
I can't go back. I mean, what does it matter now? I'm going to go on the road with you lot. To be really free, as Fran would say.
When will you tell her?
Soon, in my own way. She had high hope for my exams, my ticket back to teaching and a decent life. It's too late now. I'm on the road with you lot. It'll be a shock to Fran, but once she gets used to the idea, I reckon she'll be really chuffed. Don't you think?
It's been 2 weeks since we finished college. Isn't it worth one of us signing on? We need food, booze, space for the bike.
Look, I didn't know you were going out on the Nick. I told you to lay off that when we were out with Friday.
I didn't know she was going to be with us the whole day.
Dr. Prescott wants us to cut down on the bad social effects of that. It makes his studies harder.
I'm sorry, right? But we need a better cash flow situation. And it does worry me what we're doing to you. Fran, if you're to look after her while we're on tour, she'll need stability to meet normal, real people.
Real people hurt, Simon. That's why I'm teaching her self-defence. She's already being abused.
What about her great escape? Have you thought any more about that?
Next week, I'll tell Adele, then you lot.
Why?
She's the one who's going to be left behind.
Soon, we are all going on tour along the coasts with a heavy metal band. Well, I don't know, do I? Their music is so loud, it'll make you judder. You, me and Fran party all day. You'll be safe with us. Okay, we'll follow you.
Come on then, let's go if we're going.
You see, she needs an easy life. God knows she's earned it.
Why didn't you go to Boscombe with Taffin? You just don't see what I'm trying to do with her.
I do. And I really thought we were getting on better. We just don't spend enough time alone anymore. It hasn't been easy for me, you know. After it was here we got together.
Don't remind me. That's in the past. If you think you can impress me or the band with a silly macho nickname, wrong. If you think that time today with Friday's your perfect chance, then you're a soft wazzer for no use to me.
You'll turn her bitter, Fran. Like everyone else you mix with.
If you were really bitter, Simon, you might be half interesting to know.
Just as I thought. A good IQ and classic trauma symptoms. We can blow the lid off the Hayden hierarchy with this alone.
What will it be first, Prescott? The papers or the police?
McCullough, you've done enough spying.
Quite. This girl has had enough of your mental poisoning, and so have I. It's time to tell the right authorities. You've had your last warning, Doctor.
We'll call it a day now. Go and find the others.
It's Friday.
Where's Dr. Prescott?
He was at the benches. Let's go.
having you, sir. For God's sake, don't do that. It's no joke. We're in trouble.
Jerk!
What trouble? Police?
Could be. In a matter of time. We need to lie low.
Would you mind telling us why? What's happened?
Friday and I have just been threatened by the man we're out to get. Paul McCulley, supervisor of the Hayden Centre. He wants her back and he knows about me. You see, 2 years ago he was one of my colleagues. I may as well tell you this while I'm still in shock. It was McCulley who kicked me out.
Fuck, you work there?
It's just another string to our bow.
Dr. Prescott here's got confidential information experience for the lot.
If we can use it. McCulley was here, folks, and he's on to us. If we can just hold out until I finish my dossier and studies.
Well, how long can we hide?
We know this place well. If we stay apart, and give us a week, we'll be okay.
I'll need more time with Friday to step up the lessons.
Let's go into the pigs. We'd better split up. Scatter, scram, off phone. Aid, we need a mate-to-mate chat, and soon. Meet you in the park tomorrow afternoon.
Futures. Right now, to do without one.
There we go.
Butcher, you turning in too?
Indeed. Tomorrow we become desperados. I don't know how determined McCulley is to get me, but I can't play down the risk.
Have you found someone new to study?
I'm going to move us around a bit. I think I'll try the bandstand. My friend's going to meet us there tomorrow afternoon. See you around, you take care.
Are you going home by car? And Friday?
I offered, she agreed, just to save you the bother of walking you home.
Have you got room for one more? To the same place?
To squat?
My new home from now on. Guess I've one drink too many. Yep, the glamour of a bedsit is a thing of the past.
Oh, sorry. Of course. Jump in, it's the least I can do.
Car, mate, may the cops never get you.
Us? We're all partners in crime, remember?
Not quite the career girl now, am I?
Been a week and we've still not been caught. Drink big and be merry. Cheers.
Why did you use that? It's way too thick.
Biro wouldn't really seem appropriate for a heavy metal band. Now, to get away from somewhere with no money, you've got to hitch a ride. These guys are our way out of here. Goodbye to the beach and to my lousy family. And in 2 years' time, you'll be singing the same song.
What, become roadies? But how?
It's not what you know, but who? Stu's cousins in the band, and they're buddies. Now those guys passed through the roof for one night only, a gig at the pavilion.
And you hop on board to a new life on the road? What about Friday?
She and Prescott do the court business meanwhile. He'll need her as evidence for his dossier digging. When those Hayden bastards have been stitched up, she'll join up with us.
It'll be public by then, Fran. Should be big news. You'll have the press on your back, and if they find out you've turned her into a roadie...
We can all go swivel. I'm not scared of the press. Anyway, why should they know?
What about me? What kind of life am I going to have amongst creeps and strangers?
We'll keep in touch.
And no home or college either.
Say that again?
That's it, finished. There's no stopping us now. If only you could really know. You have so much potential. It's only 3:30, and your friends are who knows where. Leaving only us. After this I might not see you again. And I must admit, I can't stand the thought of that. Maybe you can't either in your silent world. Because without voice or hearing, maybe you can't understand. Or misunderstand. Those lips could tell me so much about your life and love. You must have loved at some point. Maybe not. You were shoved from pillar to post by experts until now. After all, we're more than just friends. You and I work on an emotional level as well as an intellectual one. I felt speechless myself, unable to say how I felt about you. You're perfect. No voice, no name, a borrowed image, and a new life. Share it with me. I'd fight Hayden for you, but today belongs to us. Feelings don't need words. Everybody knows that. I can talk to you. You may not understand every word, but you do understand me. Let's go to the beach.
You stupid cow, do you get a kick out of throwing away your only chances in life?
Maybe I do. I had a good teacher.
You mean me, don't you? Bitch! I planned things around you. I want to suggest you stay otherwise.
Don't you understand? I need you guys. I'm scared on my own. No one cares. I always end up fighting everyone. Look, I'm fighting my best friend now. Because if you are my friend, you'll want me with you too. Won't you, Fran? Fran?
You can stay here and think how you're going to cope with this soddy mess.
You shouldn't have had a go, Fran. She's had a world full to pieces around her lately.
I've always been straight with that girl. Let her hang out with us. Why did she go back on her word?
Don't you want her around? I thought you were inseparable.
I've a responsibility to her. She's better off as she was. You screwed it all up.
Oh, don't give me that. You just want to impress the leftist by being cool. And having a sad loser with her best mate is going to ruin all that, isn't it?
I don't need this. Find Friday and Prescott. I'm going to the library for a bit of peace. Can't seem to get much.
I think it's time we talked about Dr. Prescott and the girl you've left with him. Julie Locke, as I know her. But we'd better hurry. He's gone to the beach with her.
Would you like a me? Go on then. Please don't make me angry, my dear. Not when it's all so perfect. When the sun goes down on the beach, it will be just you and I, uninterrupted. And the comic sight of the sunny seaside maiden blossoms into the most precious and serene possession. Maybe those lips will betray our love. Well, my darling, there will be a time, but for now, no one must know. It's been so lonely being an academic, seeing all your time taken up by books. But my students inspire me. Would you write our love down on paper, for me and only me? Tell your friends, and I'll make sure you never write anything ever again. Remember, what I know I can easily use against your mates. They're just gullible thugs. So you have a choice. You may not speak, but I can teach you to express yourself beyond mere words, and you'll thank me for it. get away. Remember what Macaulay said. Do I really have to use your bad arm every time?
What's the big rush?
It's Prescott at the beach. It's Friday.
Oh.
He's a head case, Fran. He's coming along strong with her. She's scared. He doesn't give a toss about us. He's spelt it out. He's a pervert, Fran. A dirty old man. And we've been hanging out with him. Unless we ignore him having his way with her, he'll shop us, not the Hayden bunch.
If you're making this up, Adelka, God help you.
He's hurting her, for God's sake. Dragging her to his car. We've got to stop him. She's terrified. Use your head. Come on. Lads, you've got to help. It's Friday. She's in danger.
From who?
Oh, don't start doubting me. It's Prescott. I heard him. He's all over the girl, threatening her, hurting her. He's gone mental. They're heading for his car. We've got to stop them.
God, so Macaulay was right.
Macaulay just told us everything. He's been keeping an eye on that sod. Everything he told us is lies. We've agreed to help Macaulay trap him. As long as he doesn't get the law involved. Come on.
There's the bastard. Get him, lad.
No, this is going to be done properly.
Let's run some sand into his wounds.
You were one of the Hayden bunch, right, weren't you? I bet you did everything they did, laughing as you bullied, starved, raped and touched. But then there was Friday. Well, Julie should I say. But I bet you didn't think you had to pay for it again this time, did you, you fucking bastard?
I don't know what you're talking about. You must have been listening to Macaulay. You've got no proof.
That's why you're wrong, Doc. Adele heard you with Friday. What do you say to that? So what Macaulay had just told us all made sense.
Just a little going away present from us before we leave it to Macaulay. Just in case you fancy getting away.
No, sire. Save it for the law.
What?
Save it for the cops. They're coming for him. I called them when Adele told me what he was doing.
Macaulay wanted no police to clear of here.
You called the police?
Don't you see? If we hand his head in now, we'll be in the ship, not him.
But if we take it to court, it's everything, including Friday. Hadn't that occurred to you?
Let's get on here whilst we can.
We'll have to. You pathetic bitch. You've just lost us Prescott. We haven't got time for him now. You spent all your time going on about being free and how the law didn't matter. Well, now we really are free and there's no going back.
You landed us right in it, Fran. As simple as that.
But the police can make sure Prescott goes down. Not just a few moments of rough justice. That's what we want. You can't run out now.
You can't, no. But we've always intended to. So you can stay here because you've grasped on us. Think of us on the road, won't you, while you're sat in your precious court and dream on.
Dream on. I taught that girl too well. It made sense. Couldn't they see that? It made sense.
Proper little Judas, haven't we? Well, we've got nothing more to lose, you and I.
I was afraid it was her. Her name was Fran. She was their kind of leader. It was all to do with Julie Locke, my care patient. We were told to cut back and get the mature and independent out. Then she met Fran and suddenly she had a family. Her only family.
Where does Prescott fit in?
I'd got rid of him because of what he did at Hayden. Then he turned up here with Julie and Fran. He twisted things. That's when I had to move. The others must have found out and left with her. I owe Fran a lot despite everything. And now I've lost them all. Prescott, Julie, and Fran. When you find Prescott, find Fran's friends and tell them exactly what happened. Just try.